Okay, am I on here? Oh, looks like we're live. Let's see if anybody got the notification. Oh, there we go. Trivia Genius. Hold on a second, guys. Monday. Let's see if we show up. Let's see how the stream is. The stream may not be that great. Oh, by the way, you guys are wondering, I'm using my camcorder. I finally got to hook up the camcorder. So if you guys checking if the resolution is not so great, it's a little bit of a slow connection. Yo, how you like me now? What's up, buddy? Yo, just if you're just chiming in, I'm just using my new camcorder right now. I finally got it set up on my laptop, so I'm not. Just let me know how the picture is, dude. If the picture, it looks great on my screen. I'm not sure about you guys, but let me know how it looks, because I'm never using this laptop camera. I just feel laptop camera is not. It doesn't look so great to me. So I finally got to hook up this unit. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Let me know if I need to change up the sound quality and such. If you can't hear me, let me know on the chat. All right. Let's see. Who else is coming in? But unfortunately, I'm not using Streamlabs no more, guys. So I'm going to go be doing my Q&A live chat around, and video is good. What do you mean? Around and video is good? Well, I'm going to check on my phone and check it out. Let's see how it looks. All right, looks like you got 2 people watching. Who's in here? Who else is in here? It's going to be most likely me. 2 people watching. Who's in here? Who else is in here? It's going to be most likely me. 2 people watching. Who's in here? Oh. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to lower the volume around. Sound and video is good. Oh, well, thanks, bro. I really appreciate it. So, yo, Kevin's Electrical Tool Channel. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Klein guy. I just picked up the new M12 rocket light. Do you own any rocket lights? What type of lighting do you own? Okay, yo, I'm glad you asked that but unfortunately, I don't have that particular model. I've been dying to get the M12 rocket light. Dude, you have no idea. It's like, what? It's like $142 right now at Home Depot where I am, and that thing would be perfect, because right now what I'm using as my lighting right now is I'm using the Milwaukee HP floodlight. The M18, floodlight, which I'm using right now as my, to basically brighten up the room. It's a great light. It's an awesome light. I love it, but I'm looking more into something more portable, like the M12 line, and the M12 line is just killing it right now with Milwaukee. And yeah, but even though the M18 is doing well, I feel that the M12 is really kicking it because of the compact, it's just more, all their tools are more compact. You don't have to carry so many like heavy tools. Now, I'm not knocking the M18. M18 is great, but M12 is the way now. Max B is in the house, man. I thought you said under 42 for a second. Yeah, I wish. If it was 42 right now, and if we all got an email from Home Depot, I'd be still running this live stream with no one in it. I'll be out the door. You see me bolting right out the door. I'm like, shut up and take my money. Kevin's Electrical Tools channel says, I'm thinking about getting the Amazon camcorder as well. You can't beat the price, and it looks great. I don't know if you were here last time, Kevin. What's up, William Logan? How you doing, buddy? How's your weekend? When I did the live stream, I think it was last week when I did the live stream, I was on the computer. It was on my laptop, and you guys saw my camcorder that I had on the tripod. I had it set up because I was doing a tool review video, which I just finished up editing. Whoa, which reminds me. Hold on, fellas. Hold Old YOLO. Which, by the way, yes, I did finish. Let's take a look. Hold on. It should. It's going to show up as private. I don't know. I don't think any of you guys can see the video just yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule it to be released this Tuesday coming up in 2 days, so you guys can watch it. I wanted to give a sneak peek to you guys on the Milwaukee tool lanyard, which I did a video on, but half that video got destroyed somehow, went missing. So I'm gonna have to do a reshoot of the tool lanyard tool review that I did last week. Was it last weekend? Yeah, it was last week, Monday. Let's see who else is here. Let me find and see if it's in my channel room. I don't think it is. It'll have to be under video. Okay, channel. Okay, so it shows I'm live now with you guys. William Logan, I tried to watch your HD live stream, but it was all choppy. Sorry I didn't stay, mate. Yo, William Logan, I appreciate you showing up to the live stream. Still, even though some of you guys see it as choppy, I'm just working on the kinks. But I've decided officially to stay on the direct YouTube live channel, the live feed. It's just more smoother. I don't know what I just don't understand how Streamlabs it just hogs up my CPU. So I just decided to do this right now, directly on YouTube. So let's see here. What's my playlist? It should be on playlist as a private video. It's not. Or on videos. Wow, that's really odd. The video's not here. It just finished downloading. William Logan says, no worries. There's always next time, John. You bet, buddy. It always is. Kevin's Electrical Tool Channel says, so the Rocket Light is so light and compact that I can strap it to my 20-inch pack-out tote. Oh, you know where you strap the levels on the tote. Right there. Yo, that is awesome, dude. Yo, you should take a photo. Show it to me, man. Send me a link to your Instagram, or just show it on Instagram. Send me a link. I want to see how it looks, bro, because that sounds pretty sick. That does sound pretty awesome. Okay, who else did I miss here? So first here on the live stream is How You Like Me Now, and Kevin's Electrical Tool Channel are the first two here on the live stream tonight. So guys, what do you guys how's everybody's weekend going? Because mine's is pretty good. It's been doing pretty well. I got to take my lady out for her birthday, for her early birthday. Her birthday is this Tuesday, and we went out and got to see the movie Us, and it's pretty good. It was pretty good. It's not bad. It's really good. If you're into horror and thriller films, definitely go see that movie. It's creepy. It's a creepy movie, and there's a lot of there's a big twist at the end. So you guys check it out. I recommend the movie. Let's see who was these. William Logan, do you use headlamps, John, or just a strap light? I use the Milwaukee hard hat headlamp with the hard hat clips. It's an option. There's an option because it comes with the clips. An option you can clip it onto your hard hat if you wear one, or if not, you can take them off and just wear them like a normal headlamp. That is my go-to headlamp. It's, for one, it's tough. 2, it's very bright, and 3, the modes are awesome. If you want to conserve battery, I use the lowest setting whenever I'm working like in a small, tight area. I don't need so much light. I can just set it in the lowest setting, and I can see enough as I can, in front of me as it is. And the bad side to that headlamp, the only flaw I don't like about the headlamp is that if you leave it on the highest setting, it eats the battery within at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes of use. Close to an hour. You got like close to an hour runtime on the highest setting, and it just kills it. So what I did, if you guys seen the video, I had bought the pocket flood lamp and the charging kit with the extra battery. That is the reason why I bought that, and because I got luck. I believe it's still going on sale on Acme Tools for 2 kits for $99. I believe it's still on sale. So I bought that because of that. I want to swap the batteries really quick and have one battery charge as the other one's already set in place. And it's good to have. It's a good headlamp. I think it's tough. It's another thing about it actually is try not to wear it so much, directly on your forehead when you're working in areas that it's really hot. And like me, I tend to sweat when I'm wearing a headlamp or hat. What happens is the back black grip, rubber grip, the rubberized grip behind that headlamp that goes against your head to prevent you from discomfort. What happens, so much excess heat and sweat, it tends to rub off the adhesive on that rubber pad, and it peels it off. So keep in mind when wearing that headlamp, because it's in high temp, when you're feeling really hot and you're in an area where it's very most likely to be a very high temperatured area. Be very mindful of that. Try to wear like a little baseball cap, some kind to strap it to, and to prevent all that sweating and excessive heat. But the headlamp alone does exert amount of heat if you leave it on the highest setting. So try to keep in mind about that as well. From keeping it on your skin. I would normally have it on my hat and on my hard hat if I'm on a construction site. But other than that, it's a very good headlamp. Who else did I miss here? Kevin's Electrical Tool is I am the electrician. Yo, I'm gonna check it out right now, actually, buddy. Let me see here. Let's see what we got. So I am. Hold on. Let me get you your link. Yo, King of the Crease is here in the chat. Yo, what up, King? What's going on, buddy? Missed you, pal. We miss having you here, buddy. I am the electrician. Okay, I'm gonna copy this link. Give me 1 second. Here's my Instagram. I'm gonna see if I can get on my Instagram. Oh, that's odd. Maybe if I do it this way. See if it catches that eye. There we go. Copy that. Okay, cool. Thanks, William. Oh, you're Nate. Anytime, William Logan. Anytime, buddy. Yo, at King of the Crease, how you like me now? King of the Crease, hey, William. So everybody's saying what's up. So let's see what we got here. Let me hit your link here, Kevin. So what we got? We have Kevin Electrical. Paste. Boom. Let's enter that. Let's see. I know it kind of sucks. You guys can't see what I'm doing on my laptop. But right now, Kevin's Island Electrician Instagram profile. I want to see that photo. Let's see. I'm really into that. So there you are, Kevin K. Rez Perez. What's going on? Okay, so. Well, I gotta add you, buddy. Oh no, it's right here. Yo, is that your son right there, bro? Cause that's cute. The first photo I see is like you got a bunch of tools on the floor. Your pack out's right next to you, and next to you, I believe it's your kid. Is that a Metabo drill? It's a little Metabo. Looks like a Metabo drill. And a hole saw kit. That is awesome. Nice kit. I like that. Yo, that's awesome. I see it now, buddy. Kevin, that looks sweet. So it's really that light, huh? Well, I wish, if Streamlabs was running really well, you guys could see what I'm seeing on Kevin's Electrical Tools Kevin Electrical Tool Channel. And on his Instagram page, if you guys click on the link on his Instagram page and scroll down to his photos, you'll see he has the M12 tower light strapped up to his Milwaukee pack-out tool. It looks awesome. His pack-out tote. And it looks, yo, I'm digging it, bro. I'm really digging it. That looks sweet. So it's really that light. It's really that light. It looks light. It looks very light. Dude, it looks amazing. I'm down with it, yo. Loving the sockets too. Hyper tough. Very nice, bro. Very nice. I'm impressed. That's awesome, man. I like your tool setup too. You got some Makita in here too. Yep, you got some Makita. Yo, he's got the pack out, including the tool. He's got the tool cases along with it. I believe you got it with the foam, the Kaizen foam, right? Because that thing is awesome. You know, poor latency here. Yo, loving that tool cart too, and the pack out backpack. Bro, you got it all. You got the toolbox. He's got one picture here with the pack out backpack. You got the low profile compact organizer. I have two of those, by the way. Those things are amazing. It's very handy to have those. And then you got the tool case. I believe it's the tool case. Yes, that is the tool case. Nice, bro. Oh, loving the Kaizen foam setup. That looks beautiful. You know, I've been thinking about getting the Kaizen foam myself. I've been kind of thinking about getting it for some of my M12 lineups, and just getting the tool case as well for all my M12 tools, like the impacts, my Sawzall, and my multi tool, the oscillating tool. It'll look good, dude. I'm digging it though. I'm digging your tools. You got some good Southwire. Now you see these Southwires. I'm looking at it right here, Kev. Your Southwire pliers. I like these. I've actually tested these on site. Not a coworker, but an electrician I worked alongside with on jobs. I had the same pair of red and black ones. And these are, correct me if I'm wrong, these are the ones that are made in America, not made in China. These are the made in USA ones, along with the strippers, because of the hand grip. So correct me if I'm wrong on that. Thank you. Yeah, I was digging the whole phone for everything, but for the drill kits, it's perfect. You go, yo, for the drill kits, bro, it is perfect for that. But yo, correct me if I'm wrong. Are these pliers, these Southwire pliers, are they made in America, made in USA? Because I remember seeing them last time I was at a Lowe's. And if you guys remember I think I did a video. If you guys seen the Lowe's tour that I did, hit that link right above here. Whichever, oh, actually right here. Check out that link, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I believe I did do a little bit of a video seeing all the, I mean, if it's not there in the video, but I believe these are made in America because they look awesome. I've held these pliers and I work with them. I test them out. They're pretty good. So Southwire is trying now. They're trying to make their products here in the USA. But they're a little more pricier. They're only a couple of dollars more, but it's not too bad. They're really trying to. Their greatest competition would be Klein Tools, Southwire hand tools and Klein Tools. They've been going at it along with Milwaukee as well. Actually, I'm sorry. If you guys watched the Lowe's video, let me go back to that. You're gonna click this link right here above me to check out the Lowe's tour that I did. They're Chinese. Oh, those are the Chinese ones. Oh, wow. Yo, but I'm loving your setup. Your little service card here looks nice. It looks really good. I'm really jealous because I've been doing electrical for for now 6 years now. But my place is too small for, this place is too small for a little cart like that. The only thing I do have out right now that you guys normally see me do tool reviews on is my workbench table from Husky. It's the folding two-piece workbench. That's the only thing I have that's out most of the time. But it looks nice, bro. I'm loving the setup. I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. But just recently, guys, I just like I said, finished doing a tool review video. I just finished editing I can't tell you what it is. I actually have the tool next to me, but I can't show you what it is until you guys watch it Tuesday. So let me close this off. This window, I think it's slowing up. I don't look like I'm chopping. Okay, there we go. Well, the latency on this is very, very slow. So, guys, how was everybody's weekend doing? I want to know. Let me know what you guys been doing this weekend. Kevin's Electrical Tool Channel says, I've been doing it for 3 years, but I've been on prevailing wage for 6 months, so I invested while I got it. Bro, prevailing wage. You know, it's funny because I was on a prevailing wage job, and as of right now, things are on hold because we're waiting on approvals for some work. They're waiting on me to come back and do the fire alarm because I was initially at this prevailing wage job to do fire alarm. And I just spoke with my project manager who is in charge of that job. And, he was telling me, oh, there's some approvals that has to be done. There's some changes. We only got like one guy up there, our foreman, who's up there right now working on just a few little miscellaneous stuff. And they're just waiting on the go ahead so they can just bring us all back up there and start working again. But as of right now, they got me doing just service calls around the city. I've been doing just service calls, estimates, and what have you. So, but yeah, man, that prevailing wage job, it not for nothing, it paid for that. The prevailing wage job I was on as well paid for this laptop, for the camera. Well, maybe not the camera. That was off of my tax return. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The laptop was off of my tax return. The camera was off my prevailing wage cash that I made. But yeah, man, listen to me. You're 3 years in, soak up as much information as you can, get as much experience as you can. You want to do every aspect of electrical while you're on that job. Don't be shy to ask, hey, I want in on this. Can you, don't be even shy to ask questions. There's never, I remember my old foreman used to tell me, listen, ask me any question that deals with electrical, and I won't think it's stupid. Never think that you think the question you have in mind that's electrical and you think it's stupid, it's not. Ask it anyway because you want to know. You want to know. You want to gain that knowledge. You want to soak up what you can see and learn, and then you can do. Then you can actually do the work and show, that you've gained the experience and you're showing your experience to others around you, and that increases your value as a worker. It shows others that you're capable of doing certain all tasks, certain or all tasks. So keep in mind, don't be that guy. I always say to like other apprentices or other helpers when I'm on the job, I said, listen, don't be shy to ask questions. Anything that deals with electrical. And if you want to learn more, you want to get to learn, like for instance, hey, you want to learn how to read a print, don't be shy to ask. Hey, can you show me on the print? I really want to understand how this print works. When I started, that was the first thing I wanted to learn, was how these guys read the prints their way. I went to school, they taught us how to read prints, but there's different illustrations, different legends, different descriptions on every job. So you have to kind of, read, you have to learn how to read a print. You know what I'm saying? You don't be shy to ask what's this, what's that. Don't, because it's never, you're not stupid for asking. You're never stupid for asking that. Okay? So let's see what we've been for which one was job. Lane Logan says, is that van yours or is it a company van? Weekend sucked, says King of the Crease. I was on call. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But hey, listen, man, you got some work done, right? You got some money in. But I feel you, bro. Will Logan, no, I don't own a vehicle, unfortunately. I believe I'm up for a raise. I think normally around this time of year I am up for a raise. Around March and April I get a raise, but I don't know what's going on yet. So my rate. I don't like to talk about how much I make, but it isn't really. It's all right. Well, maybe some of you guys already know how much I make, but it's okay. It's just not enough for me to put away for a vehicle, and it's been kind of living here in New York is kind of a struggle, a bit of a struggle when you're trying to manage to pay bills, And as for me, I have student loans from my first trade school at Lincoln Tech. I'm still paying for that. Um, Basically, it's consolidated loans from different type of loans that were accumulated that I had accumulated over time. So I'm paying for that. I got credit cards that I'm still paying off, and I'm doing all right. Credit score looks good. Everything else, it's looking great. But I'm not there to the point where I need to, pay for a car as yet. So, but when I'm ready, I'll let you guys know, and I'll let you take a sneak peek at what I got. But as right now, no, the company does not send me home with the van. What normally happens is the company has the vans at a parking lot next door to the shop, and they rent out a space. And what happens is I show up, I commute to work to the shop, show up, pick up the van, swing it back around, clock in. We have an app on our phones for the company for us to clock in. If we're doing service calls, we clock in at the shop or in the parking lot where we pick up the vans. And then if we're on a job site, we clock in on our phones on the job on the app, and we'll have a list of different job sites, and we will have to choose one of the job sites we're on and just click on it and basically clock in and clock out at the end of the day. But yeah, it may sound a pain in the ass, but I'm used to it already. But they don't let us take the vans home unless, like, in an emergency, like if for some reason they can't pay for their parking space and they have nowhere else to park the vehicles, and because the company I work for is based in Harlem, there's nowhere to park commercial vehicles in the side streets, public streets, because they'll get tickets or get booted or towed. So in case of emergencies like that, they would choose certain individuals, either myself or another electrician, and they would ask if they can take them home, if they know a place they can put them temporarily. But for me, in my neighborhood, it's private, and we're allowed to bring a commercial vehicle and park it in our private community. So cops can't really come in and give tickets. What we have is they do come in, but they check for registration, basically. So if the registration is no good, they have the right to tow our vehicle. But if they can't just come in and give us tickets like, oh, you're a commercial vehicle, you can't, they can't really give us if I was to bring a commercial vehicle home from the company and park outside in front of my house, they can't swing in and give me a ticket for parking overnight. It's a private neighborhood. The only time they can come in is check for registrations, and that's about it. Or license plates. If they're missing license plates, they give tickets for that too. That's about it. If they do give me a ticket for overnight parking, that's a problem. I will get dismissed for that ticket, or the company gets dismissed for it. But they haven't. They've asked me once to take it home, but it turned out they were able to come up with payments for the parking space at one time. But I never took the van home with me. So it'd be pretty nice to do that. But knowing that I go over the Verrazano Bridge and it's a toll, I believe it's a $16 toll. They got a little problem with that. I mean, you're only paying to come into Staten Island, and when you leave Staten Island into Brooklyn, it's free, so you don't have to worry about paying leaving. Just coming in and coming out. Gosh, I went right back. Let me go back to the you guys. Who did I miss here? Weekend sucks. King of the Crease says, William Logan, did you get any calls at King of the Crease? Kevin's Electrical Tool Channel, I'm doing fire alarm too. Well, bro, if you're doing fire alarm, I tell you right now, stick with it. Learn as much as you can, like I did. When I first started doing a fire alarm, it was at the Mount Sinai students student dormitory. It was a co-ed dorm, and we did the upgrade of their new fire alarm system overnight. Not overnight. I'm sorry, for a whole year. A year, I believe it was a year and 3 to 6 months. And I was on that job from beginning to end, and it was awesome. I had the best time there. I had a great foreman. He taught me everything, almost everything about fire alarm, and I learned a lot. And till this day, I'm the only person qualified in the company to work on fire alarm. Even though I don't have certifications, I have the experience of running wires, what type of wires, wiring devices, locations of devices, all that, all those things. So that's why I was on that prevailing wage job at the public library in the Bronx. That's why they assigned me there. But yeah, learn as much as you can. Fire alarm is going to make you a ton of money. So if I were you and you're learning how to do fire alarm, study on, I believe, is it FireGuard? There's two. I think there's two different FireGuards. There's one for HVAC and one for fire alarm programming. And if you take that fire alarm programming test and you pass it, you'll be qualified to install and program fire alarm systems. And that's where your value goes up. So I can do that. If I wanted to, I can take the test and pass it, and then just, I take the test down to the FDNY. I think somewhere in downtown Brooklyn, and then if I pass, I get a certification, and all I can do is just basically probably tell my boss and say, hey, here's my certification, fire alarm, I can program, install, blah blah blah. I mean, I believe they have no choice. They gotta, my value goes up. They have to boost up my pay, so it's good. The more you know, the more you learn, the more you earn. All right, so stick with that. Stick with that model. It's a good model. Let's see who else. Who I have not. Hold on a second. Okay, Kevin Litchfield, and dude, we are swamped with work. Yeah, bro, it gets really swamped on these prevailing wage jobs. You ain't kidding. You're not kidding at all, buddy. King Cruz says, yeah, William Logan, 3 Saturdays and 1 today. Whoa. Yo, King, you need a break, man. I feel you. Which is well on the bright side, you definitely made some cash at King Crease. William Logan says, I've been snowed in here since Friday. We received 40 inches of snow, and I just got plowed out early this morning. Wow. 4 more inches expected tonight. Damn, William Logan, Jesus. Kevin Electrical Tool says, I'm doing as built with the print. Bro, there's no other way, bro. You got to do your as-built. As you go, the best way to do is as you wire, take your time. I mean, there may be a deadline, but what I like to do is I run my wires. First of all, you make your as-built, right? You got an as-built, and then second, as you wire, you're landing in your wires in your boxes. Label. Boom, drop your wire in, label in, out, data in, 24 volts. If it's a combination horn and strobe, you put 24 volts in, 24 volts out, data in, data out, or speaker in. I normally say speaker in, speaker out, because it's a speaker. You use, normally you would have to use, in New York City, we use for speakers, we use 16 gauge shielded, because we don't want to have the interference of 24 volts, the magnetation, the interference of 24 volts interfering with the speakers, because you'll have that, interference in between both. Because normally horn strobes come in, they have the terminals, they'll have like 6 or 8 terminals. You have to put in the in and out for data or speaker. For, pull stations and sounder bases, for sounder bases, you definitely have to put 24 volts and data, so you can track where the smoke, the smoke detector went off originated, or where the smoke originated from, or what area, what have you. So be very mindful for that. But for data, you don't need shielded, so you're good with that. For speakers, horn strobes, if it requires that a horn strobe requires 24 volts and speaker wire, you're going to have to use 16 gauge shielded fire alarm wire and 14 gauge unshielded for your 24 volt strobe. So always keep that in mind. Some units have a combination and it just requires 14 gauge wire. That's fine. 14 gauge, 24 volts, that's all it requires. You're good to go. Kevin's electrical, I'm doing as well. I picked up quick with electrical. My coworkers are impressed. Yo, that's awesome. Keep going at it, buddy. You're gonna do really good. All right. King of the Creek says that's because he is dropping the $150 super chats on VCG. Yo, come on, man. Come on, dude. It was that one time I got really generous. All right. Haha, King is here. Says Kevin's electrical too. Time no see. King of the Creek says I'm the only one who doesn't take the van home. Really? Town doesn't allow commercial vehicle parking from midnight to 6 a.m. Wow, bro, that blows. I can only imagine the commute for you. I mean, even though you're 5 minutes away, I get that, but still, it'd still be convenient. You don't want to like drop off the van and then gotta take public transportation or what have you. Oh, Chris Conkle vlogs. Oh, there we go. I forgot to put that on silent for a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So Chris Conkle vlogs just went on. Oh, something would happen just to my. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's what happened. No wonder. I was like, why this is not? There we go. Now we're live. I'm live on this, so I'm seeing everybody's stuff a little late. But I'm trying to catch up. Kevin Electrical says Alking's here. Okay, we read that. What's up, Klein guy? Smoking DeWalt. What's up, buddy? How's it hanging, buddy? How's your weekend? William Lowe says, yo, at Smoking DeWalt. How's it going? Kevin Electrical says, we're doing a middle school in Rhode Island. Bro, that's what's up. Smoking DeWalt says, hey, William Logan. How you like me now? Can see the message. Jeff Cardi. What up, Klein guy? What up, Jeff Cardi? Cardi B. Just kidding, Jeff. Glad you're here, buddy. All right. King of the Creek says, my job is only 15 minutes from my house, 13 miles each way. Well, that's not bad. 15-minute drive. So you take your personal, you go to the shop, you park in, you switch over to the van, you do your thing, come back to the shop, switch over again to your vehicle, and go home. It makes sense. Yo, Eddie Smallhorn, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? How's it hanging? Thanks for showing up, man. Yo, guys. So, hold on a second. Hey, William Logan, I hope you are having a great weekend. So, here's the deal, guys. The weekend was awesome. I know you guys got to see the Sears tour that I did, but I had a little technical difficulties. The service there stinks. I tried switching to Wi-Fi, and apparently it didn't work out. So, I treaded on anyways, if you guys remember. Oh, Eddie, if you just got in, Eddie Smallhorn, if you just got in right now, all you guys are jumping in right now, if you guys notice, the camera that I'm using is actually the camcorder that I showed on my previous Q&A, and I just got it working today on my laptop as a secondary outsourced camera. So it's technically my webcam now. I'm not using the webcam on this laptop. I just don't like the quality that I'm looking at it, but it looks way better on my camcorder right now. So I'm glad it works. I'm glad it had this feature because I didn't know. The instructions said nothing about using the camcorder as a webcam, and then it came with this HDMI cable. So I figured it's gotta have that feature. And I looked all of the instructions. I'm like, I don't see nothing. So out of curiosity, I still hooked it up, and sure enough, installed the programming into my setup. It made the setup for my camcorder to go online and stuff, which is pretty sweet. Loving it. Loving it, guys. It's got a great picture. So quality is looking great. Yo, thanks, Eddie Horn. That's what I thought. I thought so too. Um, John, there is no service at the Staten Island Mall. I only got service on the roof over there. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. You go to the Sears store. The only service you get for like you're doing live streams and stuff is when you're at the. If you've seen the live stream I did at Sears, I pointed at the exit. That's where I had most of my service. If I walked a few feet away from it, it'll just cut off constantly. So I had to stay where all the drills and all the DeWalt drill bit kits were. So that was such a pain. But guys, I just want to say that for news wise, I just want to say the news headlines here is, um, you guys know that I'll be down at the Den April 12th, which is just a few weeks away. William Logan. Hold on a second. Jeff Carty says, I have the 887 that's not smoking. LOL. Klein Guy. At Klein Guy John. How? Oh, what? Whoa. I didn't even know you can use a hashtag Klein Guy John. Hey, there you go. If you guys see what William Logan put, he put hashtag Klein Guy John and it showed up. It highlighted my name with a hashtag. So you can use a hashtag and the @ symbol. So let's try that with VCG Construction when he starts doing his live streams. You'll probably be blown away by it. So he says, William Logan says, how large is your service area in New York City? We don't do all 5 boroughs, for one. We do Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Long Island, and we don't do Staten Island at all. Apparently, there's an issue. What I found out was that my boss company they don't have the manpower or enough service techs to send guys out to Staten Island to do service calls. Plus, it's more of a budget thing with the vans where they have to constantly fill up and pay for gas, and tolls are just crazy expensive over the Verrazano Bridge. It's the only way you can get in and out of Staten Island from between Manhattan and Brooklyn and what have you. So we don't do service calls here in Staten Island at all. Although I have been sort of pushing the idea for that to my boss because it just, it would just make more sense and he'd just make more money and more availability to people who live in Staten Island. I mean, you don't have to go so far into Staten Island. You can go certain areas like, the St. George Ferry, which is literally the Staten Island Ferry Station area, like Wall Street. You can do West Brighton, New Dorp. My area, New Dorp, is not that far from the Verrazanos. At least a 15-minute drive. It's not that bad of a drive. You can get in and out of here real quick between the bridge and this town. Hard to get service at Klein Guy John. Service calls, yeah, it's a little expensive. It's more expensive for my boss to pay more to do work out here and to get guys who can do work out here, because most guys in this company live out in the Bronx or in Brooklyn. Some live in Manhattan and they don't want to go to Staten Island at all. And I implored that if we hire guys who live in Staten Island, and there are very few guys like myself, and there's a few other guys who live in Staten Island, and we get some service calls out here, or maybe some jobs like projects, some renovation jobs or whatever. Have the guys locally who live in Staten Island work there, and it just makes it easier for us to commute back and forth. I threw the idea at him, my boss, so he's thinking about it. So I'm not pushing it any further. I just told him that one time, and that was it. But the real reason they do it because it's just budget. issues. They're only able to afford to send guys out to Brooklyn. The furthest into Long Island is, I think, Freeport and Hicksville and Freeport, I believe. That's the furthest they send guys out to Long Island, and they don't send any guys up to Westchester. We don't do upstate, unfortunately. Um, that's about it. I mean, until they start racking in more and more big projects and big jobs and making more money and so forth, they could possibly. Oh, my Uncle Nelson, he subscribed to my channel. Thank you. They could, as revenue goes up and up and up and more increases more, they can hire more guys, and then they can possibly push the initiative of having, bid for jobs here for projects here in Staten Island, and they can just go all around 5 boroughs, which is makes it more convenient for guys who live out here to get to a job site and just clock in and out. Let's see if that works. Oh, Eddie. King of the Creeks. I do all 5 boroughs in Long Island, Westchester County too. Well, that's awesome. You see, when you work with a company that is recognized within the 5 boroughs or outside of New York City, like in the tri-state area, and they make good money, they don't have to worry about, when they can pay for gas and whatever, or what have you. Everything's already paid for. They can afford it. So it's all about affordability and the demand as well. Let's see. William Logan says pretty much everywhere except Staten Island and Eastern Long Island. No, William Logan. Yeah, Eastern Long Island, yeah, pretty much. William Logan says, wow, King of the Crease, Jeebus. Jeebus! King of the Crease, Staten Island is the only New York City borough I like doing work in. It's like the suburbs. You're right about that, buddy. It's like, listen, living in Staten Island is like living in New Jersey, pretty much. If you do a little history, at one point, Staten Island, years before our time, your time, my time, years before, Staten Island was an unproclaimed island between New Jersey and New York City. So there was debates on whether New Jersey owns Staten Island or New York City does. So the only way to decide they can settle it, now this is just a story I heard about towards the guys who live out, people who live in Manhattan and between Manhattan and Staten Island, is that they settled the dispute by a boat race. I'm not sure particularly where the boat race, I assume it was on Hudson, but they had a boat race between New Jersey and New York City. And the mayors, both mayors, I believe, held that competition, and whoever won the race wins Staten Island and becomes part of that state, and they own it or what have you. So pretty much New York City won, the state of New York won the boat race, and they proclaimed Staten Island as the 5th borough of New York City. So that's the story I was told by a lot of people here. So I haven't really got a chance to look into it, but if you want, feel free, you want to look into it, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that's the story that they've been saying a lot about. So it could be fake, I don't know. Staten Island is the only NYC borough I've been working. Okay, King of the Creek said that. I get calls in Times Square and it sucks. Bro, it does. I mean, Bubba Gump, we have an account with Bubba Gump, and we do service calls for them. We do service repair. We do the kitchen heating units, the line voltage thermostats, the light bulbs, the lighting, the dryers. We do everything in there. Anything that deals electrical, we do. And I was there a few times. They apparently, from what I'm hearing, the managers don't like other guys, different guys that come in there. They like having me there. No. They just like me. I guess I'm a likable person. That's just how it is. No, William Logan Staten. Hold on a second. I just went. Oh man, I got cut off here through the app. William Logan, closest to home on Staten Island, King of the Crease. King Creek says, no, William Logan, but Staten Island is not a city. It's like Jersey, pretty much. You know, at one point, Staten Island was going to proclaim itself as its own city and not a borough, but that didn't happen. I think that debate happened a few years back, and it didn't happen. Budget-wise, again, budget, because if Staten Island became its own city, it wouldn't become its own borough anymore, and they would have to. Basically, the people in Staten Island will have to pay more in taxes, property taxes. They'll have to pay more in transportation, more in pretty much more in everything. They'll have to pay for more in gas. Utilities will raise up, rent will go up, real estate will go up. It'll just be more expensive. It possibly would have been the second most expensive borough than like Manhattan. Manhattan's the most expensive borough in New York City, and Staten Island would have landed at least the second most. If it became its own city, it would have became the second most part of New York City ever. So that didn't happen, thankfully. And the tolls would have increased probably to maybe $20 in the 20s. So no one would want to barely commute back and forth between Brooklyn and Staten Island. That'd be crazy. Tolls suck in New York City and New Jersey. You telling me, William Logan? Long Island is like Jersey too. It is. It is like Jersey, but some parts of it. There are some parts of Long Island that are really nice, but I would prefer areas here like New York and Tot Hill and all that. It's more nicer. That's my opinion. It's more nicer in certain parts. There are more nicer places here in Staten Island than there is in Long Island. So I don't know why my phone is acting funny. William Logan, I grew up in Bergen County, New Jersey, so I know the area. That's what's up, William Logan. King Creek says we service the Walgreens right under where they dropped the ball on New Year's Eve. Parking sucks. Bro, you're telling me that. You're telling me that sucks, bro. It's hard when I'm looking for parking when I go to Bubba Gump. Now that's hard. And what I would normally do the first time around, they would send me to Bubba Gump. I don't know, like around, I think around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I would tell them, the managers there would tell me, why do you come so late? You know, and I tell them, like, well, you know, it's hard to find parking. He says, it's best that you guys come here when it's not so busy. So I referred that to my boss and to my service department supervisor. And sure enough, anytime we get a service call at Bubba Gump, I would show up to the shop 6 in the morning. My start time would be 8. And I can't find it. I don't know what that means. My fiance texted me. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I park on 42nd Street in commercial zones like 4 blocks away. Bro, that sucks. I hate that. Because then you got to stroll your tools around. The best thing I would do, though, is I come into the shop early, 6 in the morning. The day before, actually, I would pack up what I need for the job in the van. Normally, they'll tell me, oh, leave it inside the shop. But at 6 o'clock, nobody's going to be at the shop. The shop is locked up. At 7 o'clock, my boss shows up. So it's about close to 25-minute drive from Harlem to 42nd Street because of traffic. And it'll be hard. And by the time I get there, it'll be hard to find parking. So what I would do is I would take all the material that's needed, put it in my van, get to the shop, to the parking lot next to the shop, clock in, bolt out of there at about 6:15, find parking. I would find a parking spot, just, sort of sit back, relax. I'll pick up some McDonald's along the way, whatever. Sit back, relax, wait till it's 8 o'clock. And when it hits 8 o'clock, I can pay for the toll, no problem. Done deal. 3-hour toll, I believe, or an hour toll. So yeah, that's how I do it now. I mean, anytime I'm working service calls, I have to be up 4 o'clock in the morning, be out the door by 4:30, and show up at the shop at least 5:30, 6 o'clock. Because parking in NYC is just a pain, and it's hard. And you get tickets, and I've already had a few tickets already. Oh, sorry, guys. I already got a ticket and it was a $65 ticket for which wasn't my fault really. Wrongful display of a license plate. So that's the company's fault. And I got a ticket for being 5 minutes late on my expired service parking receipt. So that was $35, which is easy to pay off. I paid that off. Now I have a $115 ticket that they won't pay for because I told them over the phone I couldn't find parking in a certain area of Midtown, so I had to double park. I told them, yo, if I get a ticket, I'm not paying for it, and they agreed on that. Show up to the shop with the ticket, they want me to pay it, $115. So I'm not going to argue. I'm not. I mean, I argued, but I didn't want to escalate any further, and I said, well, I'll just pay the ticket, whatever. So that's going to be one ticket out of the way by next week anyway. Staten Island should not be part of NYC, says King of the Crease. I park over 42nd Street. Oh man. William Logan says, yeah, and you have to haul your tools back and forth. It must really suck. Well, for me, if you guys know, I would do that sometimes, and I haul my pack out, which isn't so bad because I just stack everything up. It just depends on where the client lives or if there's a service elevator. If service elevator, I can get around, no problem. You can drag it around with me. I don't got a problem with that. If I'm parked 4 blocks away and I got to go visit the client, not an issue. Now, if it's like a client who lives in a home, a brownstone in Manhattan, and I can't really carry all my stuff, I have to take certain things with me that I possibly can use, and I have to carry it. The best thing to do is just at least park at least 1 block away from the client. I normally park a block away or in front of their home, if possible, because it's just easier to get in and out of your van. And if you got to feed the meter, you don't have to worry about setting your clock 10 minutes ahead. Normally, I set my clock 10 minutes before expiration. So what I would do is I just, I give myself a 5-minute grace period, and then I run out. Commercial vehicle parking is $4, and 1 hour is $9, and for 2 hours is $15 for 3. Yeah, man. Yo, that is nuts. Because for 3 hours, it used to be, what was it, $9. Now it's $15 for 3 hours. 15. Unbelievable. Yo, my parking cards go out like this. So now what I have to do is I have to ask for 2 parking cards. Unbelievable. A lot of the streets in Manhattan has commercial vehicle zones. Only 3-hour limit, but it's not cheap. Here's the thing. Here's my secret. Whenever I'm anywhere in the city, I look for the loading and unloading zones, because you can park there and not get a ticket. And if you do, you can't fight that ticket because you're allowed to park there if you're a commercial vehicle in a loading or unloading, or a loading only or unloading only. You can park there how long as you want, for all you want. They cannot give you a ticket for that because you technically are loading and unloading material or your tools or whatever. Can't get you for that. So normally I go and look for those type of parking spaces because they really save you money and time. They could be hard to find, but if you look in the right places, you'll find it. And King, if I ever look for any spots, I'll hit you up on it. I'll give you some locations. Because those spots they're really a lifesaver when it comes to service calls. Logan, that's better than a non-commercial, but still expensive unless your company reimburses you. Our company gave us the NYC parking app on our phone. Well, I have that too, by the way. Don't have to put money in the meter anymore. Yeah, I got that too. The problem with that thing is there's no room in my phone for it. That's the thing. It takes up a lot of memory in my phone. And then when I have to take photos of the job sometimes, it just doesn't save. So that's great. DOKOTC, love the new tech. We used to have parking cards, but when they ran out, you had to put out money till you got reimbursed. I did that a few times. Did that a few times, but I'm actually gonna start doing that app again. See, maybe I can just make some room, because it is a pain in the ass to just get. Excuse my language, but it is a pain in the ass to get up. You set your alarm, and you gotta. I set my alarm 10 minutes before it expires, so I gotta like worry about. Oh, I gotta go stop doing what I'm doing, go over. That takes like three minutes for me to go over there and then come back, and that's 6 minutes I wasted on a job. So yeah, that app does come in handy. I've used the app a few times, but it would crash on my phone, and I had problems with it. But I got to see if I can maybe reinstall it. Maybe I can make some room and fix that issue, that crashing issue. We used to have the parking cars, but when they ran out, okay, they don't give you a company phone. No, they don't. They can't afford to give us a company phone as yet. What they do give us now are tablets. They gave us these tablets where we do our service calls, and when the customer is paying for it by card, they give us the card scanner by Chase. We plug it in, they swipe their card, all the information is on display. We accept the payment, and it goes through to our company account, which I think that's awesome. It's so much easier, so much faster to deal with instead of just writing on paper. But lately now they have us going back on doing everything by paper and having the client's credit card on file. And it's sometimes a pain in the ass because then you got to like wait and see if, is it on file? And they put us on hold and stuff. It's still a pain. They don't give you a company phone. No, they don't. I have a company phone, but it's the older models they gave me in iPhone 7. They can't afford us to give us phones, so we use our cell phones to communicate with the office. We're supposed to use these Samsung Galaxy 3 tablets for customer payment and reports. We've used it a few times, but then we stopped using them. I don't know why we stopped using them. Maybe, because we hired a new service guy, and he doesn't know the whole deal with that as yet. Hopefully he's going to get, he's still new, he's still fresh, so hopefully he'll start getting to use that. The new tech soon. I have my own phone, so I carry 2 phones all day at work. You ain't kidding, man. I don't like using 2 phones, to be honest with you. It is a pain. And I know guys in the HVAC business that I work with, they just rather use their own phones. And there are some companies that I work with, they were so petty. Like, they would just want to see where you are. They want you to download an app, for you to clock in, but it also has a built-in GPS so they can track wherever you are. And it's like, whoa, dude, relax, But my phone here, I don't know why it keeps going that way when I'm sitting it up straight. It's so weird. Let me show you guys really quick. What I have here, this is the app I use, what we use at our company to clock in and out. It's called Easy Clocking. So basically we have the company ID, our name, our password. So we log in. So if I was to log in right now, right, it's a pretty cool app. I like this app a lot better than the other apps that I dealt with other companies, which were garbage. But this app is so much simple. So simple. I mean, it just shows me the hours I have. It shows you your time sheet right there, the hours. Let me see if we can just put on focus, actually. You know what? Hold on a second, guys. I got something. I'm hoping it can work. I think I got a remote control here that can help with that issue. Let me see here. Can I zoom in? No, right? Can't zoom in. No, can't zoom in. All right, so here's the remote control for my webcam. So there it is. Those are my hours. It doesn't really show my hours. I don't think, because I'm on the app right now. Yeah, leave my charger. I can't find it in my purse. Oh, my fiance just texted me, and yeah, she did leave her charger. Yeah, you did. You did, honey. So yeah, this app is pretty cool. I could even call out my PTOs. I can put down PTO on it and stuff. And then I wait for an approval. It goes through within the first day. It shows my hours. If there's a discrepancy, you can put it as a note. There's always like this thumbs up, meaning, oh, you got all your hours are in. They're a good calculator. You got your 40 hours. If there's a discrepancy, you put the thumbs down and you type down what discrepancy there is. There's a mistake, whatever, and they fix it for you. It's an awesome app. I like it. A lot of guys don't like it for some reason. And the only reason is because when we clock in, it takes a photo of us on the job site. That's the only reason they don't like. So I'm like, I got no problem with that. I mean, it just proves they just want to make sure you're there. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to make sure they're not wasting money on you by hanging out elsewhere? That was a huge issue with this app because people would clock in from home and they would lie and say, hey, I'm at the job site, blah, blah, blah. And then they show up like an hour late. That's messed up. They caught on to stuff like that because what happened was they forgot to put the GPS location on the app itself so they can track if they are there. Like they basically put a geofencing program around the job site that's at the exact address. So if you clock in within that geofence area, you're good to go. You clock in, you start working. If you try to clock in outside the geofencing, it won't allow you to clock in. It'll tell you there's been a miscommunication, blah, 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 whatever. Cannot find your location. Then you can't clock in, you can't work. So that was pretty smart because there's guys who try to scam their way to not cheat their way of getting paid, and they show up to work an hour or two late. I'd be pretty pissed. Our company gave us the New York City parking app and phones. Don't have to put money in the meters anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm behind on comments. So I was gonna tell you guys some good news. Some news. I purchased a couple of new tools. I'll be doing a tool review on soon. One I just finishing. If those of you guys just came in later or so, or you're new on the channel. I did a tour. I just finished doing a tour review this Friday. Actually, this past Thursday, and I just finished doing the editing and everything, and it just finished downloading. I actually got to see if it's here, but also I will also be doing. I'll be sending that tour review out this Tuesday at 11 a.m. So it gives you guys out there who work late while you guys are working, you can have your lunch and watch the video, comment, subscribe, whichever. I don't, I find that if I, like I normally do, is send my Tour Review Tuesday tour review videos at 8 p.m. Tuesdays, and guys don't get a chance to see it till the next day, or they don't see it at all. So, that's a bummer because they come home late or whatever. So I just put it in the morning around 11 a.m. So I decided to do that. So it gives you guys time to at least watch it, enjoy it, give me your opinions about it, about the tool that I review on, and so forth. So, I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for, watching my videos and, commenting, leaving comments and stuff. I try to respond to some of you guys' comments as much as I can, but I'm a pretty busy guy, even on the weekends. Gosh, I don't see the video here. It's a little odd. It just showed it was finished downloaded too. Let's see if it show up here. No, it didn't show up. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I know how to find it. So I don't need company. King Chris says I don't need the company checking in on who I'm calling or texting or where I am when I'm off the clock. I have my own phone for privacy reasons. Yo, that's the whole thing. That's a big privacy issue there, King. That's the reason why I never took when there was a few companies I worked for and they wanted me to carry an extra phone. I'm like, no, thanks. I don't need another phone. Call me my cell phone. There you go. They had a problem with it, but then, I never took their phone. So definitely I can't increase. Privacy is a must now. How You Like Me Now says, mine can only see where I clock in and out. They have more important things to worry about than who I'm talking to. There you go, buddy. You're right about that. Oh, it did download. Okay, so I'm actually going to edit some of it right now. Let me see, just to make sure that. So you guys can't see the video. I have it on private. I have to. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to save here. So I'm going to save that for later, for tomorrow, to finish editing, or when I get off with you guys. Secondly, is the second tool I purchased is a Bluetooth speaker. I'm not going to tell you what brand it is until you guys see the tool review on that. I do have another video that I will be posting. Is a job site. Well, not really. It was a service call video that I did this past Friday, and it's also a tool demonstration video. You guys will be. It's a short video, but I'm hoping you guys be interested in seeing. Um, I'll send out that video. It's not much. It's a short video. I'm gonna do a little editing on it so you guys can watch. And it was something that I did on Friday. I was in a client's basement just strapping up some pipe, and I came to use this tool, and it came in very handy, by the way. And I think you guys will enjoy it. So stay tuned for that video as well. I got a lot of content coming up, guys. And I'm really excited. I just got a lot of editing to do. I'm going to see if I can also schedule a reshoot of the Milwaukee tool lanyard. Those of you coming in, like King and you guys just coming in hearing about it just now, we lost half the footage, the beginning half of the footage. I have the second half, which I will use, but my brother and I are we're gonna do a reshoot on that, and hopefully it will come out great. As long as I don't know why, for some reason it got deleted off the camcorder. I guess he was using it wrong. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely make sure that it is. We'll get it done. By the way, my brother is Steven. He's my older brother. He's a photographer, freelance photographer. He does some great photography work. He's also my cameraman. Sometimes I have him come over Mondays and we do a tool review video. And if you guys remember my previous videos, like the pack out tour and the live tool view of the Milwaukee job site Bluetooth speaker, he was the guy. He was the man behind the camera, and he does some really good camera shoots. He's really good at that. So once in a while, I have him come down to Staten Island. He lives out in the Bronx. He'll come down to Staten Island his day off. He'll hang with me, and we'll do the tool review video. And he does amazing shots, guys. You guys got to see his work. If you guys want to see more of his work, he does take clients. If you're doing birthday parties, if you're doing weddings or sweet 16s, you guys need a photographer, someone affordable. He'd be your guy. He lives in the Bronx. His name is Steven Rodriguez. I'm gonna actually leave the link on his Facebook page for you guys. Or if you guys know who I am on Facebook, you'll see him on my friends list. Click on his Facebook page. He's got some great photos. He also does photo shoots for my cousin who's also a YouTube creator. She does makeup and design. Sometimes he's the cameraman behind her channel and does photos of her as well. So check him out, check her out. If I can find her channel, I can leave the link down below. Those of you who got daughters and teenage daughters looking for, makeup ideas, or wives or girlfriends or fiancés, or if you got a sister or a female cousin or what have you, they're looking for makeup tips and so forth. I'll put the link up, give them, take a look. Let's see. How you like me now, since I work with a few guys that do that. I turn on the company phone 1 hour before I clock in, then shut it off before I leave the shop. That's smart. King of the Grease says, King of the Grease, I understand saving the money by using the company phone. It does get expensive. So King says, I have an excuse. If they call me after hours, I don't answer the phone. They don't pay for my phone. Can't get in trouble then. Yo, that I get calls like that when I just step in through the door, and sometimes the numbers are 212 numbers, like random 212 numbers. I have no idea. I'm like, oh, maybe it's somebody who, looking for me to do some work for them. So I pick up the phone, and sure enough, it's my boss's wife. And I'm like, oh, crap, I didn't even recognize this number. And she's asking me if I'm like, hey, are you willing to come down, do an emergency service call right now? I'm like, I just stepped through the door of my home. She says, oh, well, do you mind doing this emergency call? And I'm like, her name's Agnes, by the way. Agnes, I'm in Staten Island. I just walked through my door. So she goes, but she's a sweet lady. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'll find someone else. Thank you, though. I'm like, okay. But, that's the thing. Like, you're coming off the clock. I'm done. I agree with you, King. I'm done. So what I do now is I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start not answering my phone because you're done for the day. Unless it's like some, like a call, like a 347 number. And I let it ring and they'll leave a message. And if it's someone who's just wanting to talk to me about a side job, I'll call them back and we'll schedule something. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense to call your employee after hours when they come home exhausted, beat, busted, and disgusted, trying to spend time with their loved ones or their family, their wife and kids. And you're gonna call them and tell them, "Hey, I need you for an emergency call." Dude, I just stepped home. I understand. Okay, yeah. William Logan says, I hope your employer isn't watching this at client. Well, some of them do. But here's the thing: I don't talk bad about them like that. They're a good company. They're a good company. I'm grateful for working for them. They're very patient people. I give them a lot of credit. They do work hard. And there are some flaws, but flaws, you got to expect flaws in a company too. Not every company's perfect. You're not going to land a job with a company that's always perfect. They never make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. And that's something that we all go through in life. And we learn from those mistakes to improve ourselves. So always keep that in mind. But I'm grateful. I love working where I work. I don't have like, personal issues with them. That's a good thing because previous companies I worked with, I always had an issue, or they had an issue with me. And it was stressful because then you got to carry like guilt. You got to carry the thought of what's going to happen tomorrow, how they're going to react, what are they going to say to you, how you're going to deal with what they're going to tell you, and what, it's just all that mess you don't want to deal with, And this company, I've been so grateful to be working with because there's no drama. There's no drama. You come in, you clock in, you say hi, good morning, how you doing? The boss is great. You can sit with him, have a little, have a 2-minute chat about the day, ask him for advice and whatever. And he gives you the free, he freely gives you the advice you need because, it's like, where I work at, it's like you're working with a family, A lot of guys don't seem that. No, I hear a lot of other guys. I'm not saying names. I see a lot of guys talk bad about the company, and they'll look at me and say, "What do you think?" And I tell them, I'll be honest. I'm like, "Look, if you're having that problem, then that's you. That's you having the problem with them. It's something you don't like, and if you don't like it, then that's you. You can find somewhere else to work. I'm not telling you. I'm not trying to tell you to. I'm not telling you that leave this company. Like that's your decision. That's on you. But to me, I don't have issues. And if you have drama with them, it's because you're causing the drama. If it's something you don't like, yeah, sure, you let them know, but don't escalate it to a point where hey, if they say they can't do it because of budget reasons or because they can't do it, it's because they can't do it. You got to understand, like they're a small company. You work for a small company. They don't have the amount of company. They're not like these large, corporate companies or anything like that you work for. No, it's just that it's a small mom and pop's company. You're going to have to expect these things, and given due time, they will they will climb up and be the most, they eventually start upgrading, like vehicles and tools and equipment, what have you. So that's the main thing. Work hard and set an example for others. There you go, William Logan. That's what I'm talking about. Lawnmower. Yo, Lawnmower, what's up, bro? I'm on Staten Island. The call is in the Bronx. What do you mean, buddy? I'm on Staten Island. The call is in the Bronx. Oh yeah, bro. That's a pain. I tell you that's a drive. How you like me now says, yeah, I used to straight talk. 60 a month, unlimited everything on AT&T towers, great deal, but still using their phone. It's 60. I don't have to pay. I'm a single dad with four kids. Any money I can save is good. Hey man, I hear you. William Logan says, hey at Lawnmower. Lawnmower says William Logan. King Chris says 2 phones is also good in case one phone has no service. My company phone is on Sprint, which is the worst. My phone is Verizon, works everywhere. Oh man, I gotta tell you, bro. I was the same way. The guys also use Sprint. I had until this day. This was my first company. Like Metro PCS has always been the company I'm with. Haven't had any issues. Not one. Not one. No complaints. And I've been with them since 2009. It's a long time, bro. 10 years. No problems. No complaints. How you like me now? Nothing wrong with that, bro. It's the Bronx, King of the Grease. Sprint constantly has bad service. Yo, man, I'm telling you, they do. My mother was on Sprint. They just put her through hell. They put her through so much. It's ridiculous. They even had like hidden fees that she didn't know about. Bro, they were just ripping her off. So, guys, so everything, weekend's going great. Like I said, I got a lot of content coming up. I hope you guys stick around for that. Make sure if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification. It really help. And, give a shout out. Give a shout out. If you're new to the channel, give a shout out. I'll shout out back to you. I'll give you a shout out here on live if you like. And if you guys have any questions, I'll have an answer for. And if I don't have an answer for, you guys know the deal. There's guys here on the chat, on the live stream chat, who are willing and able to help you guys out with those questions. And, guess who I'm going to make a moderator today? Hold on a second. So we got in the chat, how you like me now, King of the Crease, Lawnmower, and William Logan. Those are my participants on the channel on this live stream. So let's see here. Who can I? Well, William Logan, this is what I'm going to do, buddy. Since I like you so much now. I'm going to add you as a moderator, buddy. So William Logan is going to be moderating the chat because he's pretty cool. As well as King of the Crease. King of the Crease is also moderator of ECG Construction. And if you guys don't know who King of the Crease is, he is an HVAC technician. And he does mostly commercial refrigeration, which is an awesome trade. Check him out. Even though he doesn't have a channel or anything, he tends to be the moderator on all other YouTube creator channels like VCG, as well as myself now, because I made him a moderator. Yo, Amos! Amos is here. What's going on? Amos. Famous Amos. Hey, Klein Guy John, thanks for the live stream tonight and have a great week, mate. Yo, you too, William Logan. I appreciate you coming down here, man. Thank you so much. At William Logan, what's up? Says Amos Cardoza. April 12th at the Den. You know it. You know it. I can't wait to meet you there, King. You got to come down, brother. We're going to definitely shoot it up over there. Willow says, I really want to be there on the 12th. King of the Crease might be a plan. I'll let you know later this week. Yo, make sure you also let Vince Vince know that you're coming down, because remember, he's the host. He's got to get people reserved. You got to reserve a spot. Oh, Def. I will be there, yo. King of the Crease, you're awesome, buddy. Stay frosty, man. Yo, anything new? Did you happen to, yo, I totally missed the expo. Did you happen to go to the APCO Expo? Let me know, buddy. And if you haven't, have you gotten any info, or anyone that you know that went and gave you any info about anything new they're coming up with? Congrats on the wrench, William Logan. Welcome to the nation of moderation. Thanks at Klein Guy John for the blue wrench crew. You rock. Yo, you rock, bro. You rock, brother. Yo, who else is here? Who else is here in the chat? Okay. So, guys, also, keep in mind, tomorrow, VCG, Vince, and the very cool guys are going live with Milwaukee Tool Company. They're coming down to the den tomorrow. So stay tuned, stay posted. Make sure you get those notifications. He's going to have them come down and do a live stream, Q&A, and they're going to introduce the new carbide Shockwave carbide bits from Milwaukee. Those are going to be awesome. I can't wait to see that video. I can't wait to see him live stream that. So stick around, guys, for that as well. No, I was working. It was early this year. Started 10 a.m. Oh, man. Hey, man, it's all right, bro. I missed it, too. Believe it or not, I was working, too. So, nice, Logan. Thanks, Ed Clean Crease. You rock as well, my friend. Lawnmower is also the moderator in this channel. I'm looking forward to that as well, John. Yo, you know it. And you guys know me. I'm a big fan of both Klein Tools and Milwaukee Power Tools. Yo, I'm even becoming a fan of Makita now, because I'm planning on thinking about getting a Makita Impact or driver kit. Because that Makita's climbing up right now. They're really getting up there. So I really hope that, I get my hands on one of those Impact drivers. So anybody have any questions about anything at all? I love Makita, says Amos Cardoza. Yo, you ain't kidding, buddy. I think Makita it's like right next to Milwaukee right now. I would believe that Milwaukee would be number one alongside Makita, but Hilti, I mean, if you guys aren't too familiar with Hilti or haven't really caught up with their power tool lineup, they're coming out with some extremely nice power tools, driver drills, demolition drills, rotary drills, cordless hammer drills. Their impact drivers are just whoosh. And if you want to know a little more about that, go check out Chris Conkle Vlogs. He just did a video update on the new Hilti impact driver that he did for school. So check out his channel. Go over there and tell him I sent you to check out that video. Tell him Klein Guy John sent you. All right. How You Like Me Now says, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. William Logan, I'm looking forward to it as well. Congrats, says King of the Crease. Thanks, Amos. King of the Crease says, Hilti is good stuff. Expensive as hell. You ain't kidding, buddy. They're good. I've tried their impacts, and they're awesome. Their previous models, they're just top notch. They definitely beat out Milwaukee, but they're mostly heavy duty commercial and industrial use. I mean, you can use them for commercial work. Depends on what you're using it for. But they are very good power tools. I give them that. At Klein Guy John, with LED fixtures becoming so widely used, do you think the use of 277 volt for light will drop? No, because I mean, it all depends. It all depends on the application. I mean, mostly commercial pricing. Do you think the use of 277 for light will drop? Are you saying pricing wise, or are you saying like availability wise? Is that what are you trying to get at? How you like me now? Let me know. Huh? What happened? Is someone mad at me? No, bro. Who's mad at you, Lawnmower? Nobody's mad at you. Who's mad at you? I'm online a lot since it's winter and I'm retired until mid-May anyway. Amos Cardoza says, "At how you like me now? Sorry, bro. I didn't know you were here. How's it going?" Hey, Mike, said, "What's up, Amos?" Lawnmower says, "At Klein Jar, are those car repair places in Corona, Queens any good?" I wouldn't know, bro. I didn't. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Queens mostly when I was growing up. Uh, I lived out. If you guys know my backstory, I lived out in Bushwick. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I lived in Bushwick up until I was 7 or 8 years old, and we moved to Oso Park, Queens. And I lived there up until I was 19 years old, and went to school there and what have you. Made a lot of friends. I know a lot of places in Queens, but um, I didn't venture too far, like around Corona. I didn't spend a lot of time in Corona, Queens, as I probably should have, just to get to know the area. But there are a few that I may recall. There were quite a few, and I don't know how good they are, to be honest. It's all about either word of mouth or going online and checking out the reviews, um, checking out their ratings. How good are they? So do your research when it comes down to it. Like if you're living in Queens locally, check out the nearby mechanics. Just don't randomly go show the mechanic and say, "Hey, can you do this?" A lot of mechanics seem to try to cheat people out here in New York, and because some people, especially with women, they don't understand how a car works or the mechanics of it. So that leads for the mechanic to take advantage of that client and charge them whatever they want, and it's sad, really. It's all about honest work and honest deeds. So be very careful and be very mindful what mechanic you're working with out there. Yeah, how you like me now? Calling a job with Elliot Fish. Oh, I read that already. Sorry. Oh, okay. How you like me now says, "I just mean people using 277 over 120 for lighting circuits. You can put more fixtures on 277, but LEDs don't pull near as many amps." Well, yes, you're right about that, because 277 doesn't. It's required that you have to have a minimum amount. What do I remember? If I correct, I mean, you can't have too much 277 on LEDs, because it's one, it'll overamp the circuit. Two, you have more burnouts, so that requires more replacing of LEDs. And three is the cost effectiveness. So like in New York, in New York City, we did a few 277 LEDs, but we don't do a lot. Like we don't install a lot of them. Only in certain areas, what's required. Like for instance, conference rooms. Some conference rooms they would like to have LEDs placed around like an oval ring or just like giant rings and stuff like that, and then run on 277. That's fine. You can have multiple conference rooms, but not many. Depends on how many conference rooms there are. You have to calculate the wattage. It's a lot of math. You have to be very careful when it comes to 277 and LEDs. A lot of people say, "Oh, no, you don't. It's the same as 120." Not necessarily. Through experience, we've seen a lot of burnouts. We had to replace with 120, which is it could be quite difficult. Sometimes not, but you got to keep in mind wattage, amperage. You got to do your branch circuit loads. Make sure they're not. When you're doing 277 LEDs, it's best, from what we learned and experienced with the company I'm with right now. We learned that it's possibly best that you dedicate that circuit 277 for that particular area, for that particular light. So, you could play with a lot of things with that as well, a lot with it, but it's very, I don't know how to describe it. I think it's just very, it's just a sensitivity thing. Like you gotta be very sensitive with 277 on LEDs because some, even though they can work on 277, you gotta be very mindful of how many, what's the quantity of LEDs you're using, how many in the room. Are you using all one floor LEDs 277? Because then there could be a danger. Um, so it's just best you just use it only in particular areas where they demand for LEDs for 277, and then just do your normal grand circuit for 120. Um, have one panel 277, one panel 120. It's possible to have that, but it's very rare to see a 120 panel, 208, and a 277. It's very rare, because normally if it's a 277, that entire floor you're working on would be 277 only. And then you can have like 120 outlets. 120 outlets isn't that bad. A lot of inspectors tend to, from what I remember when I was told, a lot of inspectors tend to want, if you're going to do 120 outlets and 277 lighting, it's best to have two separate panels and not do it at one panel. I don't know why. I guess it's a safety thing. They feel it's a safety issue, but it just costs more money to do that. It's a lot of material, a lot of manpower, and it's sometimes it's just not worth it. So, are those car repair places near it? Oh, I read that already. Yo, Candy Crease, peace out, brother. Have a good night, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. William Logue says, I have to run, y'all. Pork chops on the smoker and girlfriend waiting for dinner. Good night, everybody. Yo, William Logan, thanks for showing up, buddy. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you coming over, pal. Really do. Amos Cardoza says, have a good night. King of the Crease, Logan, get shoveling. Lawnmower says, I had seen a video about the places behind Citi Field. Really? Let's check that out. Places behind Citi Field. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me actually fix something here. I'm still on the damn, what do you call it? This, I'm on the on my channel. Let's see here. I don't have a photo of that. It's odd. Oh, man, I can't see the pics. What's going on? There's some pictures I can't see. That's odd. Whoa, what happened? Something went wrong on my computer. So all the pictures can't be seen. That's odd. I don't know what that is. No, change image. So I gotta go all the way down. That is odd. Yeah, I can't see anything. Yo, that's wild. I can't see any of my pictures. They just don't show up. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out later. But anyway, guys. Klein Guy John, you use Flukes? I don't own a Fluke. Flukes are very good instruments. They have very good. Fluke's products are they're very expensive. First off, but they're very good. I would avoid dropping a Fluke meter because they're not built to be tough. Unlike Klein Tools are now making their testing equipment more tougher. If you guys remember, Klein Tools came out with their first tough meter. It was the multi-voltage tester, little small mini orange tester you can put underwater and it wouldn't fail and stuff, which I have. I own that I personally own that tool, and it's an amazing meter. Love it. It's very handy. I recommend any auto mechanic, electrician, low voltage tech, or HVAC tech guy to have one. But it's a good tool. But a lot of their lineups of meters are becoming tough meters. And with Fluke comes up with many designs and products and new equipment for for applications, different applications for jobs for the electrician and HVAC. And but the only thing is they're not as tough because they're very sensitive. One, they're expensive, and if you're using one and you're in a commercial site, especially around like crowds of tradesmen, be careful where you leave it because I've seen guys who have a Fluke tester leave it for like a minute, come back, and it's gone. It happens because it's those testers are so expensive and they're high in demand that people are just snatching them up, stealing it from one another. So you gotta be very careful and also be mindful when dropping it. It can get damaged very easily. You'll have trouble using a Fluke tester later down the road, and you have to replace it or buy a new one. So what I use Klein and I use Fieldpiece. And Fieldpiece is a lot of guys say Fieldpiece. It's mostly used for HVAC techs. I still have certification as an HVAC. I am a certified HVAC technician still, and as an electrician, I use a basic Fieldpiece meter to just basically get the jobs done, like continuity, voltage check, amperage, check resistance and diodes and stuff like that. You can still use it. Why not? But yeah, Fluke is quite expensive. I don't use Fluke tools at all. I try not to because they're very expensive and they can easily break. And I don't want to be responsible for a broken Fluke testing meter or device that belongs to either the company or from someone else on the job site. So I try to avoid using tools like that. Amos Cardo says that Mike Bush. Oh, Mike Bush, what's going on, buddy? What up, bro? Amos Cardo, do you get Klein Guy from using Klein? Amos Cardosi, yes. I got the nickname Klein Guy when I first started doing electrical work from my first electrical company that I worked for here that was based in Staten Island. And I had the Klein backpack, the one they stopped making, discontinued Klein backpack. And hold on one second. Oh, wow. Okay, I was just talking to reviews on Clint. Yeah, so I had the original, the first Klein Tools backpack, the one they discontinued, and I had nothing but Klein tools, hand tools. I still have them. My hand tools are Klein. All my hand tools were nothing but Klein tools, and the only thing that wasn't a Klein tool was my DeWalt drill, my drill, hammer drill, and impact drivers. It was the NiCad versions at the time, and my foreman would ask me, "Oh, you have this? Can I get a pair of pliers? Oh, pass me this. Do you got them?" And I said, "Yeah, bro, I have them. Here you go." He goes, "Yo, you got nothing but Klein tools in your backpack. Yo, I'm gonna call you Klein Guy." I said, "Yo," and then that name stuck with me for a little while. And that one foreman would always say, "Yo, Klein Guy, give me a pair of pliers, or give me some tin snips, or let me borrow your strippers." And guys will say, and he'll tell the guys like, "Yo, okay, hey, go ask Klein Guy. He has the tool." So that's how I that's how Klein Guy John came to be. So because I'm a big fan of Klein tools. I love their hand tools. They're just good quality handmade tools, and some of their hand tools are made in Germany as well because Klein Tools has actually a Germany background. Matthias Klein was a German immigrant. He immigrated from Germany to here in the U.S. in New York, and he invented the first Klein lineman pliers. But it was originally used for telephone linemen. So, and then from there, it just took off, and he moved his company from New York to Chicago, and it took off from there. A lot of other Klein, they have a Klein Tools manufacturing company here in Levittown, I believe, in New York. They have one, I believe, in Jersey, two in Chicago, I think two in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple other. I think there's one in Georgia. if I'm correct on that. But yeah, I have the Klein Tick tester and Volt Amp work great. Yeah, bro, they're awesome. Matty G, what's up? KGJ Flukes are extremely accurate. I use them on fire system. Yes, I agree. They are extremely accurate too, but it's just they're too expensive for me, bro. It's a good nickname. Thanks, Gamos. Thanks a lot, brother. Yeah, it's Fluke. If I was to buy a Fluke tester, I would never use it on the job site or even on a service call. I use it for my personal use, like side work. If I'm working alone or with one guy, that's the only time I would use an expensive tool like that. But if I'm working on on the clockwise, no, never. I would never use it. It's a high risk tool to be stolen, and it's too high risk to be dropped by somebody else using it, and they end up breaking it, and it'd just be a nightmare. It'll be a heartbreak, really. So, whoa! I just flickered just now. That was weird. Oh man, that was so weird. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not getting cut off like I did before on my phone, so that's a good thing. So let's see here. I'm gonna share. Well, I already shared it already. Can't share. What I can do, actually, I'm actually live on my phone. So let's see. I think I might have skipped a few comments. So forgive me, guys, if I have. Let me just look back. No, I didn't. I think I got everybody. Yeah, I did. That's cool. Let me just delete this for a second. There we go. So, guys, what else? What's new on you guys? With you guys? Tell me, how's your weekend going? Anything new? Besides, me just blabbering my mouth. Let's see. You know what? Let me give you guys. I'll give you guys a sneak peek at the upcoming tool review. I'm gonna do the tool that I'm gonna be doing a tool review on. So I have it right here, actually. Give you guys a sneak peek at it. So I just bought this yesterday at Home Depot. I believe it was like $35, if I'm not mistaken. Just sitting around enjoying the weekend. That's right, Mike Bush and Emos Cardoza. So here it is. Klein Tools wireless job site speaker. So I haven't done an unboxing yet. It's still in the package. I just bought it Friday. And I'm going to be testing this bad boy out. I heard some good reviews about it. And it's not that bad. I heard. It's pretty loud. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to, do an unboxing at first. And then I will test it out on the job sites or on the service calls I do. And I'll let you guys know how it goes. So Mike Bush is at Amos Cardozo. He says, I'm just sitting around enjoying the weekend. How you like me now? Says, just ordered an M12 fuel hacksaw. Came with free multi-tool. Can't wait to get it in. Yo, bro, that's nice. That is an awesome, that's an awesome freaking deal, bro. Yo, I got to tell you one thing. The M12, if it's the M12, right? If I'm correct, the M12 multi-tool, bro, you're going to have a lot of fun with that. I personally have one. Did I ever do an unboxing with you guys? No, I never did an unboxing with that. But I will do a tool review on that too. Thanks for actually mentioning that because I haven't been able to do a tool review on it. So guys, if stay tuned for this, the Klein Tools job site wireless job site speaker. I'm going to be doing an unboxing, and then I will do a tool review on it the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned for that, guys. That'll be coming. But you guys are also going to see the tool review, the TRT this Tuesday coming out for a new tool that I received from Acme Tools that I was able to purchase. So stick around for that, guys. It's coming up. Hey, Like Me Now says, I work with a guy with one of those. If it's kind with a it's the kind with a magnet. used to take it and stick it to the ceiling. You talking about the multi-tool? What? Yeah, M12. Yeah, I never. Wait, it has a magnet on the. You talking about the oscillating M12 oscillating multi-tool? Is that what you're talking about? Because that thing cuts like. Oh, the speaker. Oh, you're talking about the speaker. Okay, yeah. That's another one I was planning on getting, but they didn't have it at the Home Depot I was at in Manhattan. So I went and decided, like, let me just try the Klein tool. Let me just check that out. So I haven't opened yet. Still in the original packaging. So I will do an unboxing reveal, possibly this week, actually, right after Tuesday, tool review Tuesday. So, like I said, guys, stick around. I'm only seeing 5 likes. Come on, smash the like button. If you like the chat, smash the like button. Oh man. Anyways, I'm pretty also psyched about Vince going to the NPS 2019. That I'm looking forward to watching. I hope him and Nick have a great time out there. Also, there are some tools I'm actually going to be doing pretty soon. I'm going to be doing a tool review poll. And what that is I will be putting out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out 2 photos of 2 tools, and I will put a poll up and see which tool you guys would like me to do a tool review on. Basically tools that I have, that I own, and I will post it up because there's some tools I did tool reviews on, but I never did it on the YouTube channel. I did it on Facebook Live. And those of you who go on Facebook, and if you go on my Facebook page, excuse me, you'll see a few tool review Tuesdays, the original tool review Tuesdays I did previously. But if you want to watch them on my channel, or if you haven't seen them, I will post pictures of which ones you would like me to. You guys will vote on one of the 2 that you would like me to do a tool review on, and I will do the tool review. So stick around for that because it's a little. I'm trying to still work out my channel editing, believe it or not. Let's see here. Actually, let me go to TriStudio Beta. Yes. All right. So the tool review I'm going to do, the polls, it will be displayed after the next week's following week's or next week's tool review, which will be the tool lanyard from Milwaukee. That will be my last tool review that I'll be doing. And then from there, I will put a poll. Take 2 photos, take 2 tools, and I'll make a poll and see which one of you guys will vote will be the tool that I will do a tool review on, that you would like to see a tool review on. So let's go to my account, my channel. Let's see if I can do that right now. Actually, maybe I can do a little, because I'm not sure how. I wonder if that's how, because I've seen that on Vince's channel on VCG, and they do like they put a picture up and they ask you guys, what do you think about this for TTR, and you guys have the thumbs up and the thumbs down. I'm not sure how he does that, but I'm gonna try that now. Let's see how he does it. Customize channel. Chris Conco Vlogs is live right now, so if you guys are interested and you want to go see his channel, check him out. Okay, let's see. Discussions. Here we go. I think this is it. Oh, okay. Add channels, features. Oh, all right. So I can't post a picture, can I? No, I can't. That's odd. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So, anyways, guys, the speaker. Yeah, M12 the speaker. Yo, how you like me out? Is the M12 speaker? Does it have a built-in mic where you can talk to people while you're on the phone? Because I do have a small Bluetooth speaker that I purchased at Metro PCS, and it does have you can make phone calls and talk to people which is cool. I can talk through the Bluetooth speaker. It's pretty cool. And if it does have that feature, let me know, because that will be something I will love to do a tool review on. Okay, so yeah, guys. Anyways, look at the time. Guys, listen, I want to appreciate, I like to say and appreciate all you guys for showing up to the channel. If you like what you saw, and if those of you who come in late and just watching this right now on the as a back recording, smash the like button. Tell me what you guys think about the channel, about the chat. If you got any more questions, leave it in the comment section down below. I will try to answer it, or those who are in the live stream chat or part of the Klein Guy John crew will answer those questions. If I can't, they will. They might have answers for it. Like man says, mine doesn't have a mic, but I got like the lowest one there was. So yeah, you leave a comment, we'll answer to the best of my knowledge, or to the best of the streamer live stream chatters here. They will answer it to the best of their knowledge. And you know, if you're new, subscribe, hit the bell notification for future videos. I have a lot of content coming up, so stick around for that. If you have, like I said, if you have any questions, leave in the comment section down below. I would like to thank the moderators in the chat. Give me 1 second. Oh, why is it not showing up? That's odd. Let's see. I'd like to thank King of the Crease, Lawnmower, and William Logan. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much. They are the moderators to this chat on the channel. And thank you so much, guys, for showing up, hanging out, having this little quick chat as well. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I sure did. It was awesome. And, you know, check, you know, we also have other YouTube creators here as well on the channel. So check out their channels, you know, give them the support, give them, you know, the support they need, help those YouTube algorithms go up. Just, you know, what was that? Oh, okay, that was old. That was one there was. Okay, yeah, I read that one already. So anyways, guys, thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. And I will see you guys on the next one. Later. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. And check out Chris Conco Vlogs, because I'm going to go up there, check him out, see what's going on. So I'll see you guys there at Chris Conco Vlogs. Have a good night, everybody.